Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gaming to the Max and our playthrough of the Mexican Monarchy Restoration in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserredux. In the last episode, we went to war with the communist Central America and puppeted the country, and we formed our own puppet, the Central American Republic. And we've continued to build up and prepare for our war, for our Reconquista of the territories we lost during the Mexican-American War. So, first starting out, sorry these videos have kind of been crazy. I know there's not really been a very good schedule with these, but I hope to get that improved a little bit. I'll be mass recording mostly and getting these put out and scheduled, but we are back and ready to roll. So, I got a couple things before we start the episode. The biggest thing I have is there is a mechanic for the American Civil War that, at this rate, when the syndicalists beat out the United States right here, the United States won't hold out. They can't push out. They're just kind of stuck in this eternal prison of the combined syndicalists. Either one of these countries can just be absorbed. There's no fight, there's no war, no nothing. They just get taken by either one of them. So the American Union States can just annex the combined syndicalists just like that, and they're taken, or vice versa. And so I kind of have to prepare for both, because one of the biggest issues that I was seeing was that the combined syndicalists are beating out the American Union States. They're taking them over, and they're winning the American Civil War. And then I'm stuck with no collaboration government. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name. No collaboration government. And the only territories that was counted after the combined syndicalists took all of this was that of what they have now, like Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan. This is their only core territory. So they ended up taking almost all the United States but that. And it was horrible. So we are not going to go to war with the American Union States. We're going to have to wait for the American Civil War to end. Not what I was hoping to do. I was hoping to get them kind of with their pants caught down later on, but they're a little too strong right now with having almost 160, 170 divisions, along with all of these. There's a bunch of countries. There's four. But there's some countries that are sending troops over and stuff. So I don't think we'll have the manpower for it. So this episode, we're gonna continue to build. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna get a war goal against the combined syndicalists on top of a very, very juicy collaboration government with them as well. Because there's just from what all I've seen, or what I've saw, not seen, is that usually the combined syndicalists win. So we're gonna get a collaboration government prepared. We're gonna start to get ready for our push anyway. I'm going to don't think I can switch them out mid. We are creating mountaineers from Guatemala, or not from Guatemala, from the Central American Republic. So we are creating, with their manpower, some really good mountaineers, some shock troopers. And I know they're at 94%. I'll probably let those guys finish. But I'm going to cancel these ones, get our manpower back, get our rifles back. And we'll end up probably switching these defense divisions to just our regular shock troopers. And not even worry about defense. Just on the part that I don't think the combined syndicalists have a navy, and if they do, it's not nearly as big as it should be. So they got one battle cruiser. They do have an alright sized navy. Never mind, I lied. 23 to 44 boats. And they probably will take most of these boats as well. But you know, I don't think they'll naval invade me. I say that now, and later on they're going to naval invade me. I'm going to be like, oh my god, no. But it'll be all right. We're going to get rid of army training. Not really worried about getting those troops out super, super fast. We are going to continue down our air branch. our air research. All right, that finished out their training. We'll put you guys into the We'll put you guys into this army. We'll put you under a different general. Give me Juan G. Cabral. He has no negative buffs. He's promotion cost less. He's a trickster with an engineer and a fortress puncher trait. So pretty good. Get rid of that. I'll show you kind of how I'm wanting the army set up. So we'll take you, bring you down to Juarez. We'll take you, bring you up to just below Carson City, and then he, with his units, will take this middle spot next to Arizona and the bottom of Nevada. Let's see. Let's get that better artillery upgrade. Let's take you, and we will switch your units over to Division 2. We have enough equipment, so that's good for us. We are converting, but I'm going to stop the conversion. I'm going to have them start actually building rifles since we have such a large deficit of them. Get some more resources. Trade for some more resources. So get done with these military factories. Get done with these synthetic refineries, and then we'll put a bunch more to some civilian factories because we're just going to need a lot of them. I'll save up some of my political power, try to get to, oh, I already got extensive conscription, so we'll start seeing our manpower rise. Let me get my Navy real quick, because they're still, where am I at? I'm in Asia. We'll get you guys broken off. Get you all up here to start getting repaired, and then we'll start training them, getting them really, really good. And let's see, I want, it's an improved light haul. Can I upgrade it any? Give you radar 2. It's not great. I mean, it's not a great boat, but don't have any names for them either. But hey, it's got some anti-air, very, very light attack. It's only got 1 battery, so some torpedoes. So what's their torpedo attack? 36. I mean, it's not a great ship, but hey, it's cheap, and I should be able to mass produce them once I get some more naval factories. Start producing those, please. Get you all repaired, and then we'll start having you all train up. Let's see what our deficit is at. We don't have a deficit. It's fine. We'll have them start to convert that old equipment then. The Hunan clique has fallen. We also need anti-tank and anti-air. Anti-tank is most definitely the more important of those. And the reason I say that is no matter who we fight, they have quite a bit of tanks. Speaking of having quite a bit of tanks, we got a bunch of light tanks from the Central American Republic, or the Central America, when we took them over. I'm actually going to land lease these back to them. For one thing, I have no use for them. They're interwar light tanks. Are some of the oldest light tanks you can build, and I'm not using light tanks regardless. So maybe I should just have some light tanks around, but I'm not producing them to begin with. So I don't see the point in keeping those. They do have some units that have light tanks. So they're going to finish up their focus tree. Get them a little bit stronger. Going to let our manpower rise up. Get our manpower pretty good. And then I'll start to fill out his ranks. We need 14 more divisions for him. Yeah, there goes all those light tanks. I'm going to save up my army experience because we still have our land doctrine to finish. We have to finish advanced fire bases and shock and awe. So we'll continue going on with that, and let me also look at one more thing. I forgot what I was going to look at, so it doesn't matter. We'll do sterilize the sky, get some more anti-air out. I think I do have probably enough equipment. Get those 14 training. No, I still need quite a bit of rifles, which is fine. Have them build some more rifles. These medium tanks starting to be produced. So you guys are getting a pretty good. Oh, forgot one of the more important things. I have to have a war goal with them, so we'll justify conquering Kentucky. Sure, fine. Doesn't matter to me. I just need to have a war goal, so I can just immediately pop off a war goal. He'll be the super. There it is. The Entente is moving to reclaim Europe, so the Kingdom of Canada has went back to war with the Third International. Germany has made a brilliant breakout into France, not Paris, into France, and they've pretty much knocked the Commune of France back into Spain, and the Austrian Empire is holding the Italian communists in their in Italy. This is talking about Porfirio Diaz. He was a great leader in Mexico. They moved his body from Mexico to France after Mexico fell to syndicalism. After France fell to syndicalism, his son immediately moved the body over to Germany to try to make sure his father's body was not disturbed or desecrated. And now we are finally getting his body back to Mexico to be laid to rest officially at Oaxaca. So, may the national father of modern Mexico finally get his eternal rest he deserves. I would also like to get a cryptology department. And I would like to start producing a plane. Let's do 2 cannons. Two heavies. And air-to-air radar. 22 weight. 22 thrust, not very great agility, but 46 air attack. It's pretty good in my book. Let's see. Select icon. We'll use that. Save. Awesome. With some factories producing those beneath the bombers. I know I said we need anti-air. I expect to have quite a bit of factories ready to go by the time this war begins. So. We are negative 4,000 rifles, which is fine. We'll start producing them in quite a hurry. So we're making 152 a day already, and that's pretty good. We'll get done with the crypto department, and then we'll do a passive defense for our home territory, because we already do have some foreign powers with a foot. There goes the Commune of France. They've just capitulated, so we got the Spanish Empire back under Carlos the 8th. Who is a Habsburg as well. So there's Philip Patton. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything here. Let's go over to our naval tab real quick. I'd like to get some better torpedoes, and I'd like to get some better main guns for our ships. Alright, let's prepare a collaboration government up here. Use our 2 spies and complete or commence when ready. We do lose all of our factories at that rate, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. We got 2 factories, but once we get done with the form of the department, then we'll get back to 10, which isn't a lot, but this is only 30 days or 60 days, so it'll only be 2 months that the preparation for the collaboration government will last. So London has fallen to the German Empire, so now Leeds is the capital of the Union of Britain. Kind of curious, if I infiltrate their army, I forget what that does. Supports further operations. Alright, we done sterilized the skies. That just gives us some more anti-air and some research for anti-air. Finish out with Sonoran aerodromes, which gives us some air bases and some cost reduction for our air doctrine. And then we will finish out that, and we'll finish out the Navy tab, and we will just continue to go. We are unlocking a slot. We got another operative, which is quite nice. We do need some more steel. Not quite nice. I would like, let's see, Navy focus. Screen attack's probably what we were wanting. The Queen military government has fallen. Let's do a civilian factory then. Get another one of those out. Start breaking the ciphers. We'll start breaking the cipher of the syndicalists. Needs 2,600 days for the AUS, but even for the syndicalist, it'll take 2,000 days. So we'll need to get that department upgraded, most definitely. And even then, with the upgrades, I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference. Let's see. Let's research a little bit better guns for our destroyers. Over here, you're gonna have a. We're gonna change up these guys' attack patterns real quick. Get rid of that. Take you. I want you to. Ooh, I grabbed the wrong guy. Take you. Fight for Washington. Come over to the Dakotas. That'll be your end. Take you. Go to Utah, into Kansas. And of course our general we've had or been using the longest with our main army will go from we'll go through Texas into Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas. So he has a lot of ground to cover, which will be pretty heavily defended. And then goes the Qing Imperial Authority. So both Qing governments have fallen. It's not looking good for the Chinese United Front. Then the Kingdom of Burma has went to war with the Bharatiya Commune under Boise. Hopefully old Winston Churchill and the Raj can knock him out. Let's see. Recruiting another operative in 12 days. Very nice. So we got 11 civilian factories working. How many days we got? 85% complete, so we're getting there pretty close. Wait for that manpower to rise back up. It's still pretty low, which is fine. Here in a few turns, or not in a few turns, what am I talking about? In a little bit, we have to get to compliance rate 25. When we get this another operative, I'll actually decrease from martial law to like military governor, and try to get some more compliance gain. I know it can go to civilian oversight. There goes the Chinese United Front, by the way. So the Feng Tang government and the Empire of Japan. So the co-prosperity sphere has beaten them out. Counterintelligence, capture cipher, tough. Yeah, we'll do Pedro Bravo. Take you. We'll do root out resistance in this territory here. And then we'll come over here to occupied. Just for these guys, we might see if we drop them down to civilian compared to military. We do get a little bit more resources under military. And a little more population to use. But I'm hoping our compliance will grow a lot faster. But our resistance strength does go up quite a bit. We'll see if the resistance starts getting too high. We will drop it back to something a little bit stronger. But I have the faith that this will end up slowing down quite a bit. Hong Kong has fallen. See here in Nevada, in Reno, it's already stopped. And it's already going down. So I don't expect it to go up very high. If it does, I will have another spy go over there. Now we're getting the crusted Caracaras domain. It's a type of hawk, I believe. And that gives us a little bit more cost reduction on our air doctrine. Some more efficiency for air support. Agility. Less penalties for night operations and bad weather. So, a little 35-day focus tree there. Or focus tree. Focus. We'll look over here real quick. We're positive rifles, so let's have them start to give me 4 factories back. It gives us a full, well, it gives us 14 now. And this special project should be done relatively soon. Let's see. I know what button I'm wanting to hit. They should be working on it regardless. Cuba, the fall of Havana. So Canada has pretty much, yeah, Canada has capitulated Cuba. Do improved light batteries. Let's go back over here to support equipment. Or support companies. We'll do better MPs. Oh, we already finished converting those. Wow, that was fast. Alright, we'll lose all those factories I gained back, but we ended up finishing up operations. That's what I was looking for. We ended up finishing the preparations for the collaboration government. Alright, the Kingdom of Burma has now went to war with the Kingdom of Siam, so now they're on a 2-front war there. She's made an appearance again, Queen Mayat Paya Lat. If you guys remember our Queen Empire campaign, we ended up puppying in Burma, and she came back as the monarch. The Raj Authority seems to look like they will be winning the Indian Civil War. I probably could send some troops over there, have them help out, but I'm not going to. With that 100 army experience, we get advanced fire bases, which gives us more organization for our infantry, our tanks, and our light armored vehicles, and it also gives them better recovery rates. So we'll unrock that. We need more steel. Steel is our #1 issue right now, just trying to get a hold of some. I know we're getting it from the syndicalists, but they're the only people that doesn't require me to have a lot of convoys to do it, so. I'm going to save up some of my political power because I would like to get a chief of the Navy and a chief of the Air Force. And maybe a naval ship designer. But let's do... I know we can do anti-submarine. We can do screen attack. We'll do screen attack because we only have screens. All these ships are only screens. Here's our shock troops, our mountain troopers. We will put those under Kingo Nonaka, the Mexican samurai. He is commando. We'll also give him a skirmisher. We'll put him up front, up here in the mountains of Oregon and Washington. We'll give him some more troops as well. Here comes our manpower coming back in. Yeah, so it went up to resistance like 3. The highest was 3.5 in San Francisco, and now it's already going back down. But we're at 22% compliance gain, so we're gaining a lot more compliance faster. Which what we're looking for is informants, or is local police force, which requires less garrison and gives us an additional 0.5 recruitable population. So if we can get all the way up to volunteer program, we get plus 20% recruitable population, which would be huge for us. There's improved computing. We'll do cinemetric radar, gives us better radio and better radar, of course. About done with our interwar armored cars, and we finished the Crested Caracara's domain. That word's very hard. I guess if I have never heard it before this, it would be kind of hard. But we're gonna. Oops, I was really fast on that one. We're starting to start doing the expand the Armada of Mexico. Talks about building our naval forces up. We got interwar armored cars. Usually I used armored cars as our reconnaissance force. I don't know if we will ever be able to produce a lot of those, so I'm actually going to look into doing something else. Let's do better depth charges for our Navy. Let's do a couple more naval dockyards. We don't have to really worry about them. They can be at the bottom, but I like a couple more. Let's see, are we producing those? We are. They'll automatically go to our Armada of Mexico, and we already had one built. Yeah. Cool. Those trained. Just have a lot of... Oh, it was made all the way up in California. Thank God I said, hey, start putting them to the unit first. It gives us another air doctrine. Get better. Our close air support gets plus 20% agility and air superiority plus 10%. Very nice. Our puppet has started to build some units. They got a mountain division, some cavalry, and an infantry division. I would like to send him... How many rifles do I have? 9,000? How many rifles do you have? Good saw. Less than... What? They're about 1,300? A bunch of tanks. It's like 3,000 tanks. 3.5 thousand tanks. But I think they're out of manpower. No, they got 5,000 manpower. We'll send you 2,000 of our good rifles. And we'll send you 100 artillery pieces. Well, no, we won't send you any artillery pieces. Yeah, that's all you're going to get. It's 1,000 rifles. Congratulations. Wait and save up. Get chief of the Air Force and then chief of the Navy. Oh, we have been embargoed. We generated 30 world tension because justifying on the combined syndicalist of America has cost us 27% world tension, which is stupid to me because it's 50% for the Second Weltkrieg. But I'm going to get 30 because I'm justifying against the communists. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see, trade. We can't trade with Germany, which is fine. It's whatever, Germany. Didn't want your help either. The Swiss Confederations saying I can go rot somewhere too. And the United States is just holding out. They just do not want to let go, no matter what. 16 factories going out for steel. It's ridiculous. Do more civilian expansion. We're about finished for tanks. Let's actually drop that down. So it's just going to be aluminum and rubber we're looking for our planes. We've been paused. Whoops. Give me an autosave. These 14 divisions should be out pretty soon. We have enough of everything, so I'm going to start to train all these units up. As you can see, a lot of them need the training. And let's see, for you guys, how long do I get to keep that for? I think it'll be indefinite, hopefully. But right when whoever wins, doesn't matter if it's the American Union States, I already have a war goal, or if they ended up taking whoever takes whoever, I now have a war goal against both, so I can immediately just pop it and go. South Rhodesia has embargoed me, and so has Ukraine. It's fine. When I become all powerful and start beating people up, I'll remind myself of that. Viva la Mexico. There's the expansion on our naval fleet, and we'll do trade interjection for our trade doctrine, or our naval doctrine. Fleet size penalty. Colombia took Panama. We'll just do submarine, just for that torpedo reveal chance. Goes to our destroyers as well. Do recon companies, because I will add recon companies of some sort. Let all those units drop out. I'm not going to do it one at a time. There we go. It's all 14 of you. So now he has 24. Y'all have 5 divisions. And 0 manpower, so y'all are probably... you got somebody in training. So we have low manpower, but we're above. So the reason I'm saying I'm waiting for either side to win, I could go to war with the American Union States, pretty much maul my manpower, and then if the combined syndicalists take over, I lose all the territory I've taken. I lose everything. I just get pushed right back to my borders because I'm not technically at war with them. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. Let's do an advanced cruiser. Let's build some more light cruisers. Yeah, I'm gonna start needing aluminum. I'm getting it from Serbia right now. That's fine. Let's keep getting it from Serbia. I think Serbia will finally capitulate at some point, so I gotta watch out for that. Don't need as much tungsten. We're probably getting resources gaining from California. They have some aluminum. They have mostly a lot of oil. If we could have taken the other part of Nevada right here, we would have been set for some resources. So, kicking myself to this day for stopping that war so early. Production, by the way. Alright, we can't convert any of those. So we're done converting rifles. We got 500 of these basic medium tanks. Centimetric radar's done. We get our last bonus on radar. Gives us better air-to-air radar and better air-to-ground radar. Upgrade those on our 2 planes we're building. About at 400,000 manpower, which is very, very nice. If I click train, they don't have any manpower though. Oh, we share the manpower. No. No, thank you. Better doctrine for our navy. Got 8 boats now. So I got 2 of those better boats I have. Yeah. I got 3 now. Cool. I don't think these guys even have dockyards. They have 2, but they're only building convoys, which makes sense. If you have 2, there's really no reason to build anything other than convoys. Got 347 manpower. Whew. These guys trained up. Hopefully they get to regulars here relatively soon. Let's do some more civilian expansion. Don't need all of these, so we'll drop 3 of 4. Yeah, we'll drop 3 down, get 4 to be built. In progress. That's going to be done really, really soon. 9 days. We'll do some passive defense. I said I was wanting to do that anyway. Oops. Come back up here. Go to occupied territories. They're at 0 now. At 30 compliance. And 53% of the resources, 40% of the factories. So out of those 50, we're only getting 22, which is fine. Hopefully, the farther the compliance goes, the better we are. There you go. So Germany has beaten the Third International. They knocked out the Union of Britain. They knocked out the Commune of France, and they also knocked out Italy. Get some more rubber. Get some more aluminium. Alright, there goes that. We'll complete that. We'll close that out. Let's get you back into building the spy network. We'll get you to well, who's better at counterintelligence? It doesn't matter. You're probably better at infiltrating. So we'll just have both of you out here. We're getting 12 army experience a day for training all these troops, which isn't great. Our Navy, we're only getting... No, we're getting more in our Navy. Our little small Navy is getting 0.29. Have a long time on those. We just won't. Let's do advanced fire control systems for our boats. A little bit of lag. United States still hasn't fallen. So this is the bad news. It's not the bad news, but it would be bad news. By the way, just something to point out. The Kingdom of Scotland has an actual focus tree. So if you guys are ever interested in me playing a Kingdom of Scotland focus tree in Kaiserredux, I will 100% do so. That would be incredibly fun. And I saw today that you can play just as Texas. I think Texas also has its own focus tree. There's like some way to get just Texas, which might be fun as well. So there's quite a bit of, there's a lot to go into Kaiserredux that I've learned. So, but I've already decided our next series, or where our next series mod's gonna be. So it'll have to be a further down the road series. Let's do better medium cruiser armament and do. This lets us do more destroyers and better armored cruisers. This is regular cruisers and submarines. We'll do submarines because we haven't started researching submarines yet. Get done with the carrier operations because we need to get down to convoy sailing for the destroyer organization. We'll just continuing on. Give me a little sip of drinking cran apple tonight. I don't know what drove me to drink cranberry juice tonight, but I said I'm going to drink some of that tonight. Let's see, that gives us better passive defense. So now our counter defense is 1.5. Clicking a bunch of buttons. Steel industrial blueprint, steel military blueprint, steel naval blueprints, or steel aviation industry blueprints. I don't know what we'll move on to do. We got army already. Army civilians. Let's do naval. Let's see what their navy looks like. Get done with that civilian expansion. Gives us another civilian factory out. Let's see. We got 35 or 3,500 artillery, so we'll drop some artillery off, get some more on them improved fighters. I need to get some fighters out before the war starts. We'll do atomic research, just to get that researched. Let's get some more steel from, or some more aluminium from Serbia. Now we've got 23 traded good factories, and there it goes. The Entente, it'll pop up here in a second. There it is. The Third Weltkrieg. So pretty much the Entente, being unhappy with what happened during the Second Weltkrieg, has now declared war on the Reichspakt. Sorry, the Reichspakt, because they puppeted France and England. So now the Kingdom of Canada is going to war to retake the British Isles, and yeah, so the Entente is now at war with the Kaiserpact. Just keep expanding our civilian. We're just about done with these couple of military factories, and we'll move down to the synthetic refineries, and then we'll move down to a bunch of civilian factories. We can infiltrate. Ooh, I'm having trouble speaking. Infiltrate the civilian administration, or we can capture the cipher, which helps us get that done faster. The Romanian Legionary Kingdom has capitulated. Or we can do infiltrate their navy, which is probably what I'm going to do. And we'll do a modern Zaragoza. Research for our cruisers. Yeah, so the Latin Union is at war with what was, at the time, the Belgrade Pact. So you got all of these territories at war with Serbia and what was Romania, but Romania is no more. So I'll probably need to stop getting steel from you guys. Start getting it from the French Kingdom. And we'll still get rubber from the Dutch East Indies, because they don't hate me. We got the Naval Department formed. I would like to go over here to Industry and get Dispersed Industry level 4. Just gives us some more production efficiency retention, some more output, and more factories in the state. About done with Armored Cruiser Hull 3. or advanced, not armored, advanced cruiser hull 3. We still only have basic medium batteries, so that is something. So say okay. I want to get that improved airplane catapult for it. We can steal industrial blueprints. I'm not really worried about that. We can do another collaboration government, which would probably help us if we do go to war with them. But again, we have to literally traverse the entire United States and to start taking out these cities. And we'll see St. Louis. Will it tell me? So yeah, like Illinois, Chicago, that's 40. Milwaukee's 5 victory points. Madison's 2. Springfield's 3. Oh, St. Louis isn't a part of them. That's why. Louisville's 10. Frankfurt's 1. Charleston's 2. Huntington's 2. Cincinnati's 10. Cleveland's 20. Detroit's 20. Pittsburgh's probably 20. Well, Pittsburgh's only 15. New York City's 50. Wow, if you take New York City, they're toast. If you take any of these, they're pretty well hurt. Yeah, Baltimore's not horrible, but yeah, if you take out Philadelphia and New York City, they've pretty much almost capitulated to begin with. If we do that, we can steal naval blueprints. If we do this, we can steal military blueprints. Let's capture their cipher. If I look over here, that's cryptology. I don't know if that'll even help. I don't know which one to do. Naval probably won't be the deciding factor of this war. The Air Force probably won't be. Let's just do another collaboration government. This does take 20 factories for 60 days. This takes more rifles and stuff, but increased collaboration with by 30%, so we should be at 60%, I'm pretty sure. So prepare that. Yeah. That does mean we're going to be 0 factories. Yep, 0. This is all the traded goods. Let's see. We are building more basic medium airframes and better fighters. Need a lot of those. You might be like, wow, you got 25,000 rifles. That's quite a bit. It's not that much. Once we're at war and we're fully just grinding through the U.S., that's just going to go poof. It's going to go bye-bye. And these guys, I don't think, are building anything for me right now. They're building tanks, which they're not even using tanks. Now we've been embargoed by the AUS. Well, haha, we're not getting anything from you guys anywho. There goes Serbia and Romania. Hungary got 1 state. Austria got 31 states. We can finish out our land doctrine. We've been embargoed by South Africa. So it gets more soft attack for all of our infantry and our artillery. Shock and awe. We got advanced fire control researched. So now we only got computing machines and centrometric radar 3. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything here. Unless I want to get light tanks, and I don't. Let's start producing the last iteration of our rifles we can research. And the American Union States is still holding out. We do better ground support. So when we get our bombers out, they'll be better. This is in preparation. I'm going to be really, really mad if the AUS ends up taking out the Syndicalists and all of this was for naught. But if that's how it goes, it's how it goes. Can't be too mad. It'll just be what it will be. So now we got a choice. We can kind of focus on, we can do naval production. I'm not really worried about that. We can do better production costs for our fighters. or we can just save up political power. And I'm going to actually go with save up political power, because when the war starts, I'd like to be able to immediately switch to war economy, and I would like to also get the Chief of the Air Force, Chief of the Navy, and the ship designer. So, a couple things I want. So we'll just start gaining 2 political power a day. I want to look really quick at occupied territories. What are you all at? 37. So at 40, we get 10% local factories and 10% local resources. Haiti has capitulated. So the Dominican Republic, I think Haiti conquered the Dominican Republic, and then the Kingdom of Canada conquered Haiti. So there you go. We are now green, so we have low activity, little to none. I'm wondering, whoops, I keep hitting the wrong button, guys. I apologize. When we hit that 40, 10% more, so we should have access to almost 60, which should be pretty good. We already got most of the resources, so I'm not really worried about that. Or not a lot. We've got a little more than half. But we're good on oil for right now. Advanced cruiser hulls. I think we're still researching some stuff, so I'll wait on that. Yeah, 12 days. That really wouldn't make a difference, but we'll do... We're saving it. We're saving it. Almost made a mistake there, but we are saving it. South Rhodesia has declared war on Nord Rhodesian. Ernst Uger against Godfrey Huggins. So South Rhodesia is part of the Entente, and they are the English colonial holdings, and Nord Rhodesian is part of the Reichspact, is German. And of course, you have Dutch Middle Africa. Siam has embargoed us. Like I care what Siam does. Not mistaken, they're getting their booties kicked right now, right? No, not really. No, Burma. Burma is lost. Burma chose too many fights, and they lost. We'll get the submarines start to be researched. See, we got 2 factories working on building, and we cannot change out our production. Really, I'll probably get... I got 31,000 rifles, so once we get that new rifle researched, I'll just immediately just switch it over to converting, so we can lose some of the steel that we're using for those. I'm going to save up my army experience because I would like to build my medium tank template. This is 97, so we should get those factories back pretty soon. We're almost at 400,000 manpower sitting there comfortably. We will be doing a battlefield support doctrine for that, a little bit of extra close air support and ground support. Gives us some more air experience per day as well, which is very nice. Alright, we got 138 days for the second collaboration government to be formed. Trying to go through here and make sure everything's going right. You guys should be all regulars at this rate. Been training you all for a while now. I could take all of my puppets units they have, which I might still just say, hey, this is mine, thank you. They are getting rid of their political instability. Nepal has capitulated, and the Federal Kingdom of America is improving relations with them. Interesting. Ah, yes. What are we producing? Oh, we're producing anti-tank. I know exactly what we're producing. Yep. It's knocked our We require so many resources to be sent our way. Let's get our chromium. We'll just get it right from there from Cuba. They are part of the Reichspakt, I'm pretty sure. Nope, they're still part of the Third International. So it's them. Do they have a navy? A very small navy. Well, I might be able to go to war against Cuba. I'll never be able to get up to Iceland. I wonder who the the Union of Iceland's there is the faction leader, so I'd have to capitulate them. Which if I ask Germany for, no, not gonna do that anyway. So say if I take Cuba, I have another puppet down here, but it will not happen. And you guys might be wondering why I don't take Costa Rica. They are guaranteed. Their independence is guaranteed by Germany. So I have to go and fight Germany. Aww. Canada has now embargoed us. Why? Dublin has fallen. We were supposed to be friends. So I might improve their relations with them anyway. Just to see if they'll release the embargo. And if I need it, they'll give me equipment. But I'm not going to worry about them right now. 67 days on those new rifles. And the U.S. is still holding on. Now the Ottoman Federation, the Sublime Ottoman Federation is embargoing us. Probably towards the end of this, we will be embargoed by everybody, but phooey to them. We are Maria the First of the Third Mexican Empire, and we do not care. I know who's not going to embargo us. Karl the First. Well, they might embargo me. Well, they're not supposed to. The guy in Hungary likes me. The uncle of Franz Ferdinand. Oh, after his uncle. I'm sorry. This is the nephew of Franz Ferdinand. Wait. Is this the same guy? Karl the First? Oh, it is. So in Hungary... Okay. That doesn't make any sense. But there you go. I guess it makes sense. Germany took one state and Wales was annexed. I guess Wales had joined the Entente. Now you have Henrik the First, so they went with the German option. I'm pretty sure. Is it the Jacobite King? It must be. Yeah, it must be the Jacobite King. Saving up that political power. Well, I'll remind myself in Kaiserreich, when I play the American Civil War, if I ever have to fight and hold this territory right here, they cannot break through. Anybody. I mean, this is ridiculous how long it's taken for the Syndicalists to just continue to attack. Pretty sure they're out of manpower, though. Yeah. They still have about 1 million they can call up upon. The Weltkrieg submarine. Let's do improved submarine hull. About done with dispersed industry. We can drop away from free trade, but I do like that construction bonus, so I will keep it. I don't have steel regardless. So, Kingdom of Siam ended their hostilities. Japan and Germany ended their hostilities. That means, yeah, means that Deutsch Ostindien, which was the German East Indies, or German East Asia in Kaiserreich, has capitulated. It looks like the Raj Authority is starting to lose some ground to the Bharatiya Commune. And now you have the Sacred Union of the Himalayas, which is a communist Nepal and Bhutan. So get some more tungsten. gonna have to draw a line here soon and be like, hey, no more trading for something, because we're looking pretty rough on them traded goods. We'll get these synthetic refineries trained out or produced out, and then we'll start doing more of the more military factories, or more civilian factories. Chief of the Navy, screen attack, submarine defense. Nope, not you. Convoy production's nice, so we'll just do that. Screen attack, just because all we have is screen. We just have cruisers and destroyers. They got 2 ships repairing. Get these guys trained up and strong. Actually, while we're talking about that, let me go in here. Let me upgrade everything. We'll save. Switch you over. Oops. We will switch you over to that. Lose 15 days of production. That's fine. These don't take very long. April. For a month or so. It'll take about a month. Have them produce 5 of the new ones, and then we'll switch over to some cruisers. We're just on this waiting game. We should be just about done researching the rifles. 20 more days. I was hoping to end the episode when they capitulate, but it's still probably going to be the goal, but it's taking a while. Yeah, I wish the Union of well, Australia has embargoed me. Wish the Union of Iceland was not the leader, and maybe I could take Cuba, but does not look like that is going to be the go-to. Try to knock out somebody down here, but more steel for the war effort. I'm almost at 50,000 rifles. Well, 43,000. Still pretty good. We'll probably end up around 45,000 when we get this new research done. Oh, never mind. It won't be that close. So we finished out our military staff. We finished out our military command focus. Now we got research. Alright, the Empire of Japan declared war on the Dutch East Indies. Which are not in a faction. So, see if they hold out. I doubt it. Well, they are now in a faction. They're in the Entente. So now the Entente is at war with the Co-Prosperity Sphere. Do support equipment 4. We'll switch you over to the Mendoza FAM 43. Start converting, and we will get most of those factories. We'll get 4 factories back from converting, which is nice. Very nice. See our spies. They got 44 more days until the second collaboration government is done in the Syndicalists of America. We do already have 1 collaboration government with the American Union States. So if we end up having them to fight, the good news is we already have that collaboration government, so it's not as like worrisome. Now we do have 2 for the Syndicalists, but that's okay. The reason we have 2, by the way, is because I'm pretty sure I don't even have to take all of it. I could probably take like Detroit, Cleveland, and back, and they'll capitulate. We might not even need that much. I won't need to be fighting through New York and shit. Pardon the language there. We need 43,000 rifles for upgrades. Because remember, we got all the rifles that are in the field to upgrade, and we've got all the rifles that are in our stocks to upgrade. So we are only doing, what, 106, I think is what that said. Let me go back in here. 146 a day. Once this efficiency goes up, we'll be rolling. I do want to look at that real quick. You guys should be at... Oh, yeah, we were past that, so we get 32 factories from you all. We're getting 73% of the resources. We might get to volunteer program before we go to war. Gives us plus 20% recruitable population through those states, which would be nice. Let's do advanced artillery. Focusing so hard on the Navy, I wasn't paying attention. The reformed government of China has joined the co-prosperity sphere. So that's what it looks like with the Fang Tang government in charge. But it looks like Japan knocked out the leader of the Fang Tang and put in Yang Yuting. Alright. Yeah. Mongolia is fighting East Turkestan and Russia, or the Russian Republic. You got the 2nd Volunteer Army under Kornilov. Let's see. You get better fighters. You get better light hulls and better submarines. So we'll do you. So if they get any supply down here, I'm just gonna rip their supply, their convoys to shreds. I don't have a lot of convoys, which is fine. We should be alright. It's already April 1942, and they have yet to capitulate. So we probably could get another 24 stack out. I would like to actually build up my armored. We'll do mediums. We'll do motorized infantry, motorized infantry, do medium tank, motorized artillery. We'll give you, that's all we can do because it's 100 right there. That gives us 365 soft attack, 512 breakthrough, quite a chunky amount of armor. Piercing's pretty good. 34 combat width. I will be adding to this. I'll be adding some support companies too. Organization isn't great, but these guys are just supposed to be able to break right on through most units. Should not have clicked that because now I have to redo this, but that is fine. Install the medium tanks. Motorized. We'll do medium, artillery, and safe. We'll train up, let's do, what do we need in tanks? How many medium tanks do we need per 400? So drop back one there. That's good. That's a lot right there. That's a lot of manpower. 12,000 a pop. Now the French National Estate went to war with the Kingdom of France. So the Latin Union, Austria, Spain, National France, the Ottomans are now at war as well with the Reichspakt. So a pretty large war going on. Here's Wales. They are back and they are in the Reichspakt. We finished our 2nd collaboration government against the Syndicalists. We will send these guys back up here. And we'll steal their cipher, I think. That'll be the best option. Hopefully here soon, Washington capitulates, or the United States capitulates. But I think, I'll pause it here, May 5th, 1942. I think this is going to be it for episode 6. Sorry this wasn't very exciting. It's mostly just me building up, getting ready for this giant war we're about to face. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys have been enjoying this series as well. If you so far have liked it and you've liked the channel, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.